There we go. I think we're live.
Yes, we are live. Happy Friday, TGIF.
Friday. Yay.
So what's going on? How's everybody's Friday?
I'm back in the 508.
Yeah. Nice. How was the land of, I don't know, what is it? Neon? Is that what it is? Neon City? Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Vegas?
Oh, it's something.
How was it?
It was fun. I still hate traveling.
Yeah.
Obviously I'm not going to drive to Vegas from the East Coast, but
Well, I mean, it's only a couple more hours than Iowa.
True. Extend that time off, but
Yeah.
no, Vegas was good. The conference was good. I didn't get a chance to meet up with that guy Mike from the Otter Mill. We were kind of, our schedules were kind of off a little bit. I didn't go to the there's always an event at the end of the conference. Last night it was at the Sphere, which is the massive multi-million-dollar project in Vegas that you can see from space, I believe.
Yeah, it's the big giant gumball. It's a big
Yep.
TV.
So I guess they ServiceNow had rented the Sphere out, and the Backstreet Boys were there.
Specifically for the ServiceNow conference, or
Yep, specifically for that.
Live?
Yes.
I know. I didn't know that either. But I came back. I left. I didn't even go to the keynote yesterday morning at 10. I hopped in an Uber and headed to the airport and began my travel back. I think I got home at like 1 this morning.
Wait,
and I did drive.
Supposed to kick off these conferences, not end them?
There's a keynote every day. So there was one Tuesday morning, Wednesday, and then Thursday. And I swear to God, if I hear someone say AI one more time, I might strangle them.
It's the new corporate buzzword.
AI.
And speaking of AI, how about our spiffy new little thumbnail created with AI today?
I had to put text over that because it said Saturday Night Live, not Friday.
Oh no, you chose the wrong one. There was a Friday and a Saturday night one.
Oh.
Originally, I sent the Friday, the horizontal and vertical, and then I sent the Saturday.
Oh, I thought the Saturday you just touched up my appearance a little bit.
No. No, whatever the GPT of choice today did is all you're getting for a makeover.
I mean, it is what it is, I guess.
It is. I will say though, I mean, the ChatGPT is doing an okay job with these thumbnail creations. I have to admit,
I will agree.
Done pretty well.
I will agree there. Yep.
Yeah. This one, they I just gave it a prompt and I told them what to create and basically just said, create a thumbnail for our YouTube live and it created it and it had like just 4 generic guys sitting at that table, and then I just told it replace the faces with our faces, and it said upload your photos. So I uploaded them, and that's what came out. So yeah, we all got a little bit of a makeover.
Ta-da!
The aristocrats.
Moving on.
Yeah. How you doing there, Matt? You recovering from your little cold?
Yeah. I mean, lots of medicine and good thoughts.
Yeah. Big N, little Y, big Q.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's there's something more there.
Yeah. The other
Well,
option is just get some Robitussin.
Yep.
Oh, the old stuff. The old
The
stuff.
Tussin.
Man. Yes.
Mhm.
No, I have a one of the guys that work for my lab managers. He said, "Hey, don't you?" He asked me yesterday. He said, "Hey, don't you have a renewal this weekend?" I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" He was like, "You got another renewal to do." Looked it up and yeah, sure. I'll get out. I have to go take a class tomorrow morning that I completely
Oh.
forgot about and I haven't studied for yet. So
Nice.
Oh, geez.
Nice.
it'd be good.
Let me guess. It's like 2 hours away, and you got to be there for like 7.
Yes.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
On Mother's Day weekend.
I mean, good thing is though, is my daughter was in a class all week, so I was covering for her, and but she passed the class. The class that she was in, she passed it, so I was pretty proud of that. So it was
That's awesome.
a national asphalt class, so that was pretty cool.
Cool.
So yeah, I've been instead of sitting up here doing all the paperwork and I had to be down here getting all my hands dirty, plus being up here doing all the paperwork. So it was a little, yeah, it was, memory lanes. This is why I don't do this anymore.
Oh.
So I had a little mishap this weekend, or this week.
Uh-oh.
So
how many stitches?
None.
Okay.
But I was
good.
I was in there and I was running one of my tests, and we have boards that direct water into samples and stuff like that, and the pressure started dropping, and I'm like, what the heck? And I could hear the air compressor, and I knew it was kind of on its last leg, but I opened the door, and it's like you gotta go behind the door to where the air compressor's at. And I turned to look, and it was big and bright, where it was fire coming out of the air compressor.
Oh,
that's never good.
No, and so
never good.
My first thought was unplug the air compressor. So I reached through the flames to grab the cord to pull the air compressor cord out, and immediately, threw some dirt on it because it was electrical fire. So I just threw some dirt on it, made the flames go out, and then unhooked the air compressor and hooked it into the other line where there's another air compressor line coming through, and hooked it up to it so I could get some air to my sample so I wouldn't lose all my air pressure, and kept on about my day. And adrenaline's still rushing and stuff, and I'm getting everything done. And then that was like 6 o'clock in the morning, and about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I went, what did I do? Yeah. So
yeah,
that was
it was why did the thing grenade? Why did it
so it has
oil?
it was a California two California air tool motors, and it's supposed to be more silent that way, but they're rotary motors. They're not oil infused screw motors, and so they're not made to run 24/7. They get hot, the windings come undone, and it did, and then it just said and I mean it torched it good enough for, I mean, there's no serial numbers, nothing on the housing anymore. There's nothing there. So yeah, it was good. It was a good one. The right motor still works. The left one, nah.
Not so much.
Yeah. So
lucky.
I called up the office, said, hey, this is the motor I need. This is what I need. $11,039.99 for an air compressor. Yeah. Cheap. But it's a screw drive. It would be a screw drive oil compressed motor. So it rotates, but it's in a screw pattern. So it's just grabbing instead of the.
Yep.
It'll be a lot quieter and made to run nonstop, continuous. So I'm looking forward to that.
Cool. Did you get a chance to do any work on your project?
I did not, as it started raining on Sunday, and it just quit raining this morning. So it's to start back tonight, and then be done on Saturday night. So I don't foresee me doing anything anytime soon. So,
Mm.
but when I do, it will be to put the beam up. I'm probably going to put, I don't know what it's called. They use it a lot for decking on top of the joists. It's like a black tape.
Oh yeah, the tape, the ceiling,
Mhm.
yeah. I don't know the official name for it either, but it's a sealant.
Yeah, black tape.
Yep.
That's what I'm gonna call it. The black tape.
Water
I'm gonna
barrier.
put that on top of the beam just for now. Just something to seal off the top of it, since it isn't pressure treated lumber. It's just regular lumber, and I don't know how soon I can get those joists up, and because I got to put the header plate against the wall and then connect everything to that. So,
Yeah.
and then I get it covered. I have all the wood. I have everything's here. It's just time. Time is not on my side right now with the rain. So. I see him.
What's up, Don?
But so yeah, there's that.
Don,
How
how's
about
that
you?
new hand plane?
Oh, that's
Oh,
right. Don,
yeah.
yeah, Don got one.
Our winner chicken dinner.
That's right. Sent me a
He was
nice
supposed
note. Wanted to thank
he
us
was-
all.
Yeah, he was supposed to give y'all my address, is what he was supposed to do.
Oh, I got it.
Whoa.
Well, maybe you'll win next month's.
Yeah. Let me hold their breath on that one.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, it's pretty. Yeah. Yes, it is. It's very pretty. Yeah.
Do you need some AI for your camera mount there? What's
Oh
up?
yeah, sorry. I'm wobbling. I'm very precariously perched right here. I was trying to type.
Mm.
Sorry.
Well, if you want one that is AI tracking built in, I'll send you a link.
There you go.
It is the Mother's Day sale. So
No, I don't need it.
He's got a link.
Oh,
yeah, got a link for everything.
that's shocking.
Yeah.
I
It's
know.
absolutely shocking.
Hey man, I'm pretty happy. I finally got a Amazon store. Been plucking away at that, trying to get everything squared away on that. So
I'm gonna take your lead on how you group that stuff. I like that. That's a good idea.
yeah.
Because I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like stuff that I've added long ago just gets bumped down to the second page, and there's no organization.
Yeah, you can
I did
rearrange
the
stuff in
hands for
those
you.
lists as well.
I know. I enjoyed it.
I know you like it. I did print a little holder for the Rockler parallel cube, I think. Those
Nice.
24 and 36-inch ones that you guys got. So
Yep.
they'll sit on the wall, and then this will hold two. This will hold two of them.
Nice. Did you print that a PET G or PLA or
This
ABS?
is out of PLA. I'm doing a second version because the mustache. You're not going to be able to tell, but the mustache.
Yeah, I can see the mustaches.
Well, the way the file that I used is that one that has like the detailed mustache on it, and it just when you shrink it down to that size, it loses all the detail. So I pulled in a different file that's just boring and just rounded corners. So I'm printing two of those now.
Yeah. Nice.
And some little modifications. Just get those out of the way. I have some much deeper holders that Victor made for me, but they're just screwed from the wall too much. They're, yeah. So,
What else you print? Anything else?
I got to print the riser for my rotary, so I can do some tumblers because we got some tumblers to make for the podcast.
CNP.
And,
Yeah.
and I actually haven't. I'm actually kind of excited to use that rotary because I haven't used it yet. I've only done tumblers on the older laser. So that should be beefier, and I know I see a lot of people that are using the tape on their cups
Yeah.
to prevent the kind of. I think that's to prevent charring.
Yeah.
But with that 33 watt, that's gonna be beefy. So probably do
And that's what, a
I don't know.
diode laser?
Yes, 33 watt.
And that's what,
Um,
the Acmer P3?
Yeah, P3 or P2? I think it's the P3. I should probably know this. I believe it's the P3. Yeah, because Joey has. Oh no, you know what? I might have the P2. Joey has the P3.
Is the P3
P-
the enclosed one?
Yeah, the P3 has the enclosure, like I think it's a plastic lid. I haven't
Mhm.
looked too far into it, but that one I believe goes up to the 48 watt. I think Joey has the 48 watt, which is crazy. Like if you asked me years ago, like how I thought diodes were just like only going to be good to a certain wattage, and then you know Onefinity announced that JTAC one, and that initial one. Did that go into the third? That might have even gone into the 40s. I don't remember, but
I want to say they just did a video on it. I think, I don't know, it dropped either today or yesterday. I want to say it's like a 48 watt JTEC. I
yeah,
could be wrong. But
it's expensive. It's pricey. I know it's pricey, but uh, I was talking to Victor last week and stuff, and he
64
was
watt.
now it's
64.
a six. Holy
Okay.
crap! Jeez,
Out of
that's
crack.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's huge. But I mean, I was talking with Victor, and he was thinking of going with that JTEC on his Onefinity because, like, you have the bed size that you could utilize so much better than if you were just to get like an individual, diode laser.
Ooh, yeah, that 64 watt is pricey.
It's got to be over $2,000, right?
And just under 1899 right now.
That's not. I mean, I think that 30 or 40 one was in the 1,500 range at one point.
I mean, I
Uh,
mean, you look at the same price for the same size laser on a CO2.
right.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this because I am like a newbie laser. I've got a small diode right over here that I still have to, hook up and figure out and all that stuff. But what's better about the CO2 as opposed to the diode?
Okay, so I'll just
I mean,
chime
I
in.
know it
That
all
could be.
depends on what you want to cut and what you want to do, right?
Yeah, I mean the CO2, they can basically do the same thing. The one disadvantage from a diode perspective is it can't cut clear acrylic. A diode laser,
Okay.
it can't focus. And you could put a coating on the top and the bottom. You can't cut clear acrylic with a diode laser. CO2, no problem. I have heard that a diode can be more finely detailed with doing like etchings and stuff. For the longest time, the benefit with the CO2 over the diode that I saw was the thickness of material that you can cut. Like I I forget who it was, but they got a really, really over 100 watt CO2 laser, and they were cutting 3/4 inch ply, like no problem. You might be able to do that with a diode eventually, but you know, for my knowledge, and I haven't even maxed out my little 33 watt diode. I've seen what they claim you can cut, but I haven't actually like tried. I mean, it's kind of the disadvantage I see with the CO2 is the footprint. Unless you're going to get one of those little small printer sized, like paper printer sized, like desktop ones. And you're limited with bed size and everything else. But I mean, like I know Ohm Tech came out with that. Oh, I'm drawing a blank on the name. It was a little tiny laser, but it was CO2. I mean, the maintenance also would possibly factor into that, because you put X amount of hours on a diode and X amount of hours on a CO2. I don't know what the length of time on like the tube for the CO2 is, or the laser head for the diode. Like if you keep up on your machine and stuff, hopefully like everything's good. I've had to go in and clean the little my diode sometimes, because it gets a little smoky and stuff in there, and that creates a film, and you gotta go in with some alcohol and clean that up.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, Victor said he has a desktop 50 watt Polar. It was the Ohm Tech Polar. That was the CO2 I was trying to think of. It's tiny.
I just don't want the ones that the stormtroopers have, because they seem to miss all the time.
Yeah. Terrible aim. Terrible aim.
Yeah.
I just sit there and all the time they're just.
There we go.
I
knew we had to have something queued up.
The
I
setup.
wonder where you're going with that.
I get the setup now.
Long way to go for that joke.
A long way. Well, I mean, we just missed it by 4 days. I mean, come on.
I know.
Yeah.
May the 4th be with you.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yes.
Or in this case, may the 8th be with you. Does that mean it's twice as good?
Twice as much.
Yeah. Did you guys, speaking of the 4th, did you guys see Grant from Dad Crafted all the 3D like life size droids that he's built and everything?
I did not.
No.
Oh yeah, he's
Was it Dad Crafted?
Yep, Dad Crafted on Instagram. He's 3D printed a ton of droids. They look so cool. And I will give Grant all the credit, because he's figured out how to like make something, he'll put some primer on excuse me. He'll put some primer on the 3D print and stuff, and then he'll use some like finishing techniques and stuff where like maybe he'll like put some stain on some certain areas and then like kind of wipe it off real quick and give it that kind of like weathered look and stuff on the 3D print.
Yep.
And it looks so cool. Like I've asked him for like tips and stuff on some of that, because I haven't spray painted any 3D prints yet. I've always kind of just used the AMS, or just move forward. I know you can.
I'd assume you would have to sand it a little bit, right?
You do,
to give it something to paint, something to bite.
Yep. And the automotive primer. I forget.
Self-etching stuff.
Yeah, that will kind of fill in. It's almost like leveling cement. It'll kind of fill in those gaps and give you like a nice like smooth finish on it.
Interesting. Yeah, I was just looking at that image he posted of all the droids. Pretty cool.
Is that
They're not the
awesome?
ones
Yeah.
you're looking for. They're not the ones you're
He's
looking for.
Nope. No, they are not.
It's a trap.
It's a prop. Couldn't help it.
Yep.
I mean,
But yeah,
if
we
Joey was
should-
here, he would just be all way over his head. He'd still be, what are the Cowboys doing? What?
Is he not a Star Wars guy?
No.
He's not really a movie guy either.
No.
Well, I'm not really a movie guy either, but you know the cult
Yeah.
classics I watch.
Yeah. Me and Matt crack off movie jokes sometimes, and
You guys don't catch him at all.
we just laugh. We just laugh to each other.
There are definitely some that I've not watched. Like I've seen bits and pieces of like Step Brothers, and you know, but I've never watched the whole thing. So
There's ones
Yeah.
that are just the one-liner centrals. Those are the ones I like. You know, Pulp Fiction, Step Brothers is one of them. Super Troopers. I mean, there's so many that it's just the one-liners are in there. Tropic
Quite a
Thunder is
few.
another one. Yeah.
Quite a few Quentin movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're still waiting for Steve. We're still waiting for Steve to watch Big Daddy.
I think I saw that. I think I saw it like years ago, but I mean probably when it came out, but I don't recall it. I'm getting old.
I
man.
just love that you'll hop on Zoom and you'll call yourself Scuba Steve. And
well, that's because Matt started calling me that. I just do it for him. Yeah.
Ow! Scuba Steve, damn you!
Right, exactly. And he does that.
Oh.
Enough to joke for him. That's all.
Mhm.
What else
So
going
what
on?
about-
Anything?
I was just going to ask you that because
Yeah.
you haven't informed
Sorry?
us on
Oh
anything.
yeah.
Just
Yeah,
like-
I've been in the shop almost every day this week. However, I don't feel like I've gotten a ton of stuff accomplished. I got last week. I got the Rockler Dust Right wall mount dust collector, and I got that hooked up, set up, and then promptly ordered a whole bunch of additional attachments and clamps and stuff that I thought I had ordered enough of and didn't. So those will, I think, either be here tomorrow or Monday or Tuesday. So, you know, I got it all hooked up, tested it out, works great. Now I just need to kind of run the hoses and stuff and everything. So that's all cool. And I also spent some time and got my 2 vacuum pumps hooked up and kind of put in place on the CNC because the week before, I think I mentioned that I put the Onefinity QCW heavy duty leg kit upgrade kit on the QCW stand. So I did that,
Yep.
and then I ran to the big box store and grabbed a piece of OSB and cut that and put that down for the shelf. So now I've got like a little bit of storage under there, and I took the 2 vacuum pumps that I have and hooked them all up and put a on the side of one of the rails. I attached a power strip, and I plugged everything in. So now I've got a couple of those little, you know, like dimmer switch style on-off switches that are all, you know, wireless. And I mounted those up on top of the Masso with some double-sided tape. And so now I've got switch for the left and the right side of the air weights table. So I've got the 24 by 48 on the left and on the right. So now I got one pump for each one of those. Go ahead.
What's that pump? What side's pump? are you using?
So one of them is a 9 CFM pump, and the other one is, I believe it's a 5, and one of them's an airweights pump, and the other one is the vacuum press pump,
Okay.
the professional one, the blue one. And I
Mhm.
think that specs out at 5 or maybe it was 6 CFM. But it's got a setting so you can use it continuous or automatic. And that should be more than enough for just one 24 by 48.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna use primarily. And we'll see how that goes. And if that doesn't work out, I'll upgrade it and I'll just use that for vacuum pressing. So
Nice.
yeah. Go ahead. Were you gonna say something?
Well, I was just thinking. I mean, you might be able just to use the 9 horsepower to do
They
both.
recommend having at least 14 if you're going to run both off of one pump.
Okay.
And my feeling is I'd rather have 2 separate pumps, and the majority of stuff I'm going to do I don't think is going to need both of the sides. So what my plan is to use it to make a bunch of fixture plates so that I can carve guitars and cut guitar parts and necks and all that stuff. Fretboards, radius stuff. And I think a majority of everything I'm going to be able to do is on a left or a right side. So I just assume not put all the eggs in one basket. And if I do need to use both of them, I'm not relying on one pump for everything, right? I don't know.
Mhm.
Maybe it's overkill to have 2, but I had one pump already. And I'm like, well, I might as well utilize it because it's mostly just sitting there. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, and then the other thing I did is I got my my vise that I got for making the guitars mounted up on the stand, and I kind of have it in its general location. However, it's not. I didn't drill into the holes into the floor yet because I don't quite know exactly where it's going to go. So I'm actually trying to figure out a decent way to see if I can mount it on either some heavy steel that will be heavy enough so it doesn't move around, or just maybe put a sheet of ply underneath the bench and
Mhm.
mount it to that. So I'm not quite ready to drill a bunch of lag bolts into the concrete floor. So, because I haven't quite figured out the location of everything. I think I kind of know where
Mhm.
it's going to go, but I kind of want to test it out and work with it a bit and then see what I need to rearrange and move and whatnot. So that's
Do you
kind of where I
have
am with that. Yeah.
one of the oh that oh the impact the words
They're
um
hard
it
sometimes. Yes.
it takes a little like 22
Ram
cartridge
set.
and RAM set. Yes, I have one of
Yeah.
those if you need to borrow it.
Yes. I don't have one. My brother's got one, but even at that, I don't think I would use that because the concrete I'm going to be drilling into was poured in 1950s. And typically the ram sets don't work well on very seasoned concrete. You end up
Redheads.
just using exactly the redheads where you drill your hole
Uh,
and then,
Everything
it's kind of
expands.
like a little sleeve with a bolt on the top, and
Mhm.
you tighten the bolt and it kind of spreads out and wedges into the
oh,
hole.
okay.
So it's kind of almost like creates like a dovetail at the bottom.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
So again, before I get to the point of drilling full holes into the floor, I kind of want to make sure I know where it is. And if I can kind of avoid that, I'd like to.
Just use
Yeah,
super,
yeah, yeah.
just use super glue.
Yeah.
It'll hold it
Super glue.
for a second.
Yeah. Or 2.
Or Tapcons.
Yeah.
I mean, I've used Tapcons in my floor, and it's about the same.
Yeah. Tapcons will probably work too. but I think the redheads would probably be, because they're actually a larger hole. I think it's like a 3/8 or maybe a 5/8 inch hole in the
Mhm.
base of the pedestal. So I mean,
Oh, okay.
I think that's going to be a little bit too big for the Tapcons, without
Yeah.
putting a stack of washers under the heads of them. So
Yep.
yeah, so that's kind of what I've been doing, and I kind of been trying to organize and put stuff away into kind of more of a home for all this stuff. And like I said, I just kind of been working on some online stuff and getting that squared away this week. So nothing too exciting, honestly.
And quite honestly, if you like to put stuff away, you can come over to my house, and I will let you loose.
No,
No,
I have exclusive rights on him because he's closer.
Man, if you want to, fly me down to, wherever you are in Georgia.
Oh, really? Because flights are cheap for work for a week.
Yeah. 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 Hey, Eric. Hey, Mike. So sorry, in the chat. Sorry, two things at once, man. Reading the chat.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
got distracted. Saying hi to some folks in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So other than that, I kind of been trying to pull some stuff together for a workbench that I want to build, specifically for building the guitars. I've long had. That's not proper English, but whatever.
That's fine.
Do we use
close
proper
enough.
English on here?
I don't know what we do on here.
Okay. Words. I mean, like some people start sentences, never finish them. We got all sorts of stuff going on.
We got to keep telling Mustache and Joey words. Got to use your words. Yeah.
I can has do it. Okay.
I go with this, but over here. But we'll talk about 5 sentences, and you ain't completed a sentence yet, buddy.
Oh, squirrel!
Shiny object. I think what I was trying to say is, for a long time I've had the plans for a workbench that Phil Lowe had built and done a whole big article and everything in Fine Woodworking years ago. It's the bench that he used in his woodworking school. So I want to build that, but modify it a little bit. So I've been kind of going through that last day or so, trying to figure out what I might need for actual lumber and how much, and trying to start to pull that together so I can see if I can get a shopping list to figure out, how I want to build it and what I want to build. And right now it's got, I think it's got like 5 7/8 inch drawers. It's got like 4 of them, and then it's got a cabinet style door underneath one of the drawers.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm going to eliminate the cabinet because I think drawers will probably be better, and I think I need to shrink those drawers down because I kind of want to dedicate it to all of the stuff for building guitars, and most of those are, I can probably get by with 3-inch drawers for a majority of those, right?
Yeah.
So it's just figuring it all out, and the way it's built is it's typical traditional woodworking where it's got aprons and dividers that are all dovetailed into the stretchers and everything. So, and it's got drawer runners, and there's no hardware for the drawers. So I don't know if I'm going to build it that way as much as I would like to. I may end up building the frame and then building like a cabinet to insert into that space.
So you just slide it in and screw it in.
Yeah, kind of like the traditional type toolboxes that end up going into under like split top ruboes and stuff like that. So I might see about still building it in a similar fashion where I don't have runners or anything like that, like metal runners, like drawer slides, but
Mhm.
just using wooden runners or stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. And I still need to put the Formica on my drill press cabinet that I built. That's like the last thing I need to do on that, aside from drawer fronts. I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do for drawer fronts on the miter station or that, but I kind of think I know. It's just a matter of getting to that point. And I think that's going to be more of an end of the year type thing. Good.
Speaking
have
of
something?
Formica, yeah, I was just thinking of Formica. Have you guys seen that Formica that CIC is selling? It's smooth
Is
on
that the
one
solid
side.
surface?
Yeah, it's like smooth on one side, and the other side is like textured.
Oh,
I haven't seen that. I know that Formica about a year ago came out with a solid surface. It's very similar to like the phenolic, but it's
Right,
like
yeah.
very dense and super, super, super heavy duty. But I think that who just did a video on that and used it? Was it Travis from Shop Nation that just did something with that, or was it? Or am I
I
thinking
don't
of?
remember.
No, I might be thinking of Drew Witt. It might have been his video. I can't remember. One of them, I think, just did a whole thing on using that solid surface product that Formica has. And I remember them saying it's extremely heavy and dense.
Oh, okay.
What's up,
Hello,
JR?
everyone. What's up?
How we doing?
Pretty good. How's the audio? Buzz okay?
Yeah, audio's fine.
Okay.
Yep, you're good.
Now, what's going on with you, man?
Not much. Just got home. Did the ritual, do the dishes, warm up my dinner, and come to the garage, get some stuff going on.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
You've had a busy week, right? You got a couple signs that you did, right?
Yeah.
Too.
Yep. I busted out 2 signs for one of my supervisor and then another one for one of my other supervisors. And that one night to get the last one done because she wasn't going to be there today, I stood up until about almost 10:30 in the garage getting it done. And then took it to her yesterday. I took Starbond and the glue and everything, and that paper that Wackerly told me about, the wax paper, so that way I can flip it over on on my desk, put the glue on it, lay it down, and put the hangers on it. But
How'd that wax paper work out?
Oh, I love it. It's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, it's great stuff. But yeah, I got those done. So yeah, I busted out 3 signs this week. And then busted out the wife's front door porch sign. Got that one done. I just got to do the other side of it, but that's okay because it's not football season yet. So I don't have to worry about that until we get closer to football season. Now we could reverse it to the other side to show off the Niners on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, been pretty busy getting the laser. I'll put it to use.
Nice.
Picked up some MDF 4x8 sheets this week at the lumber yard. I went last Friday. Prices on them, I can't go wrong. Home Depot, the Depot has a 2x4 sheet for $17. 2x4 quarter inch.
That's 1/4 inch. Yeah.
Yeah. The lumber yard, 49-inch by 98-inch, or a 4x8.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was
96.
but it was an inch each. Each
way bigger.
had an extra inch. Yeah.
Mhm.
$15.30 for a 4x8 sheet. I'm like, I want like this. Give me 7 of them, please. He brought the forklift over and he loaded them up right into the back of my truck. Yeah. Yeah. I cut some of them down to the exact size of the laser engraving bed I have. because the CO2 laser, the honeycomb is actually bigger than your cutting space on it. So I saw exactly where my laser went. I measured it, and then I cut those exact sizes on the MDF. So that way, when I put it on, I know exactly how big I have to cutting space on that board. So I'm using up every inch of that MDF. Yep. I'm gonna be working on some other signs this weekend. You know.
Nice. What else you making?
Well, I just finished editing all 32 team logos for the NFL. I edited them all, got all the nodes done perfectly. So that way, in case if I want to do one of those, another team, I could actually just do it on the laser and not have to worry about it. You know, oh, I don't have the image and all that stuff. Nope. I got all 32 NFL teams, and now I'm doing the baseball teams down there also. Yep.
Nice.
So, Matt, Vegas, how was it? You're muted.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, StreamYard didn't like my AirPods. It was so fun. It was a really good time. At breakfast, we got breakfast, some restaurant in the Wynn yesterday, and I love eggs Benedict. It's so freaking good. The hash browns were like little square cubes, and they were amazing. Oh my goodness, those little hash browns. I mean, what fried potato is not delicious?
Right.
You know?
So
It was good.
next year, I will be able to go because now my son is actually walking home from school and he has a front door key and he can just open himself up to the house.
Latchkey kid.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice. I remember being one of those.
All of a sudden, he's all, "Can I walk home?" At first, I was like, we need to talk about that. You got some responsibility things, what you got to do when you walk home and all that, you know, make sure no one follows him. No one tries to say, "Hey, little boy, I got candy in the truck. You want to come in?"
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that.
You
The good
got
stuff.
a bike?
You got a
Ooh,
bike.
piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of
Yeah.
candy.
So, but yeah, so
Nice.
I think next year I'll be able to go. And then I am definitely shooting for next year to go to Maker Camp.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still gotta
Lovely.
figure out where I'm going this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever, Steve.
See, as you get older, you become a woodworker, and it's like, ooh, walnut. Okay,
Yeah, right? Purple heart?
where's the
Yeah.
walnut at? Uh-oh.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't. I wasn't able to. I wasn't able to link up with Mike, and I found out. My buddy from high school is actually stationed at the Air Force Base in Vegas,
Oh,
and he
okay.
was like, "Wait, you're in Vegas? How long are you here for?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm leaving Thursday morning." He's like, I don't think I'm going to be able to get to the strip by then." I was like,
that like-
"Well,
Area
next
51.
time."
yeah.
It's outside of town a little bit.
Nellis, isn't it?
I think it's
Yeah.
Nellis.
Nellis.
Yep.
Yeah.
I totally spaced out that he was out there, and he's kind of my brother. He's kind of my brother's friend too. I always give my brother crap. I'm just like, yeah, all your friends are now my friends, because like all my buddies from high school, they all have kids, and they never want to like hang out or anything. And I'm coming to town, it's just like, who's still single here? Or not single? Who doesn't have kids? I should say. But yeah, it was good. Flying. I made a huge mistake doing a layover on the way out and the way back. I had the option to do a nonstop, and for some stupid reason, I was like, no, let's do a layover. And I barely made my flight yesterday. We were going to leave Vegas, and I think the plane that we were leaving on came in late, so all those people were deboarding the plane. Is that right?
They were detached.
They're
They were
detached.
detached. They were getting detached from the plane,
Okay.
and they were doing that. They were doing that while we were supposed to be boarding. So, like, the first group comes out, we're supposed to be getting on the plane.
So
Like,
they detached while you were supposed to be attaching.
cool. We left like a half hour to 40 minutes late, and I had about 45 minutes to get from one terminal to the other that I realized once I arrived. And I hoofed it. I was just running, and thank God some people on the plane still like are nice, because I said to everyone around me, I was like, I have 20 minutes to get to my next flight. And like I felt like Moses parting the seas. Like everyone was just like, they went right back into their seats, and they let me go through and stuff. And I just started running to my next gate. I ran up to the big screen that has all the flights and everything. I was like, Terminal D, and I was in Terminal C, and I was like, oh great. And it was, it was like 1 through 15. I think I was in Nashville at that point. And it was like 1 through 15. And of course, 15's the last one
At the
away.
end, yes.
Like I was I think in Chicago, I was like C25 or something. And I got into the C terminal, and C25 was right there. And it was just like,
Oh, man.
cool. I don't need to like walk anywhere. And yeah, I ran. I get to my gate. The door's closed. There's no one at the desk or anything. I'm like, it's still got 10 minutes before it leaves. And
Yeah.
the woman at another gate was like, oh, are you supposed to go to Boston? I was like, I would love to go to Boston. She's like, well, it hasn't left yet. You're okay. Let me. I did have to check. My my carry-on, and I got on the plane, and then we sat there waiting for 10 other people. So come to find out, I ran to that gate for no reason.
Past those 10 people.
Probably. They're like, look at this idiot. He's probably going to Boston.
We're all going to Boston. Come on.
Oh. But I got back, and I will say, because usually I'll take I'll get to the bus station in Framingham, and I'll take the Logan Express, which will bring you to whatever terminal you need to go to.
Yeah.
And it's cheap. It's like $9 each way or something. I don't have to deal with parking at the airport or anything. The only thing is, I'm at the mercy of that bus. So
Yeah.
I'm like, the bus come yet? Oh no.
You still took the bus? You didn't go?
No.
Why?
I did exactly that, Matt. I drove to the airport. I parked at the airport, and I went back and grabbed my truck and drove home.
Nice.
And you know what? It cost the company another, I don't know, $50 or something. But my sanity at that
Was
point,
saved.
like,
Was saved.
Exactly.
yeah.
Ne- Next year, it'll be the nonstop flight too.
Yes.
Yeah.
My fail last night was rolling into the airport on fumes. So I had to stop
Immediately get
somewhere.
stressed.
Yeah, I had to stop. I got in the truck, and it was like 25 miles to empty.
Oh,
And
man.
I had about that much in mileage to get home, and I was like, I risk it in the truck. I used to risk it all the time in a vehicle, in a car. You can't really do that in a truck. It's not. I wouldn't recommend it. From someone that's had to have someone save them with a can of fuel.
Yep.
Did you fill up already your truck this week?
I went to the gas station earlier and filled up. I got $10 in Brighton or last night.
How much was the fill up?
It was $4.50 a gallon.
Oh man,
Wasn't
I,
too
I would
crazy.
love to. I would love to pay that price right now. God damn. I
You
would
just gotta
love to pay
move
that
this.
price.
Move this side of the country. You'll be fine.
Nope, because y'all got to deal with snow and tornadoes and all that stuff. Nope. Mm-mm.
No
Ain't gonna-
tornadoes.
No,
Ain't gonna be able to
not
do
many
it.
tornadoes here in New England.
But you guys
No.
got a lot
On
of
top
snow,
a
and I don't want to
mountain,
deal
I'm
with
above
that.
the tornadoes.
You got a lot of snow, and I don't want to deal with that.
I'll deal with the snow all day.
Mm-mm.
I'll deal with your snow. You move near me, JR. I'll deal with your snow. Tell you what.
The wife doesn't
I'll
want to
come
move,
over.
man.
Matt's
Wife
snow
doesn't wanna
removal.
move.
Yep. I'll hook
Hey,
you up.
it's on
He'll
Matt's snow
complain
removal
about
is
it.
on.
Matt's snow removal, he'll complain about it all day long.
I had to go to
You'll get
JR's today.
Hold on. Matt's
It'll
snow
get
removal-
done. It'll get done by the end of the week, but he's gonna complain about it the whole time.
Hope you don't
Matt-
gotta leave the car or you leave the house.
Matt's snow removal company is
Can't
almost as
believe he
good
can't
as
push
Matt
his own
Finish,
snow.
right? Matt, it's
It's
almost good as Matt Finish.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, you'll be lucky it's not stuck to your your driveway.
Oh shit!
You have to get some debonder.
Detacher.
Detacher.
That's right, Victor. No earthquakes, wildfires. I'll deal with the snow.
No,
And an
I don't
occasional hurricane.
Nope.
Yes.
I don't want that. I'm okay with the earthquakes and all that stuff here. Ain't gonna be able to do it.
Is that plywood that Victor mentioned? That red oak? Is that veneered, Victor?
Yeah,
It's gotta be veneered.
it is, and it's like only like 7 or 8 ply. Yeah,
Yeah, and it's probably paper thin veneer.
the
Yep.
stuff I put in there is that it's birch plywood, but you can't get it in big pieces. But it's got the textured on one side and it's smooth on the other.
Yeah, 24 by 36, I think, is the biggest.
Yep.
And it's like
Oh, okay.
$44, $45.
Birch or bass.
It's birch.
Birch.
Oh, okay.
Birch.
And it's got like a phenolic.
I'll have to check in my
veneer.
lumberyard next time.
Yeah. It looked interesting.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that before, but my understanding, I've heard that you can order basically white or black melamine, but ask for the solid core, not the particle board core. So you can basically get it on a plywood substrate. So,
Which is
I
nice.
mean, if you, I hadn't heard that before. So, next
From like
time
a big
I'm
box
doing something
from
with
a
that.
big box store?
No, you probably need to go to some place like a plywood supplier. Like for us, and then, like for us on the East Coast, it would probably be like Atlantic Plywood. They've got like 12 or 14 locations throughout, the East Coast.
Do you guys have like a Menards up that way?
Nope.
We don't have Menards out here. No, we have
No,
Building
19.
I was really surprised that their plywood selection is amazing. And they don't stand their plywood up or anything like that. They're all laid down, and they have the racks are 8 foot deep, so they're all into the racks this way.
Oh, so it slides out. Oh, interesting.
And it's got Baltic birch. They had every single type of veneer plywood that you could think of. They had. I was just going down the line, going, "What the heck?"
Yeah.
For
us for Matt and I in Massachusetts, we've got 3 locations that are relatively close of Atlantic Plywood. There's one in Providence, there's one in Woburn, and then there's one, I think, just up over the line in New Hampshire. I don't know whether it's Nashua or Concord, but for us, that they supply a majority of the plywood for all of the other hardwood dealers in New England, is my understanding. I know for a fact that Readers gets their plywood from Atlantic.
I think I remember you saying that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta check them out.
Yeah. They've got a great selection. And
I'm
they mostly deal on the plywoods and sheet goods, but they do have some hardwoods, like the typical stuff like maple, poplar, oak, cherry, walnut.
I'm kind of.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I'm kind of done with the big box stores plywood because it's
it's all
junk.
Yeah,
garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Yeah. I go to
it's
Peterbilt
great in a
Lumber now.
pinch, but
That's what I go.
You know what I use it for? And this is like the sanded plywood, stuff like that. It's 3/4 inch. It's
testing
like
stuff out on the
7
CNC.
I'll use it testing on the CNC, or I'll hang it on my walls. As
Yes.
it's because
Yep.
it's perfect.
That's what I got in the shop.
Yeah, because
Yep.
it's 24 inches on center, boom, boom, boom. That's what I'm putting up, and I'm putting screws in it, and it works great because I can usually, especially when you can get it on sale, and you just buy a bunch of it, cover up your walls with it, and then now I can hang this thing anywhere. I ain't gotta be into a structural stud or anything. It works great.
Yeah.
But like when I went to a couple different places and see the 1 inch thick plywood or 1 inch thick MDF, or you can get the high density stuff. It's a total
HDF,
difference.
yeah.
Yeah, it's total difference, and the quality of it. Knowing the different grades of it too that you can get, where they're super flat. Those are nice, really nice. Now you're going to pay, but
A little bit more, but it's better.
but if you're going to, if you're trying to build something and you've already kind of did your demo, you know exactly what you're going to build, and now you're going to go. I've tested out on a piece of junk. I'm not wasting my money on $100 sheet of plywood. I'm wasting my money on a $39 sheet of plywood, and I'll do that all day long.
Right.
And typically, if you go to like a plywood supplier, you're going to actually get a slightly larger sheet than you would at the big box stores, because big box stores are going to be 4x8, and if you go to a plywood supplier, it's going to be slightly oversized so that you can cut off the factory edges and still have a 4x8 sheet.
Yep. And sometimes you can get the 5x5 sheets or 5x10 sheets, and those are nice. Those are real nice, especially when you got a table that you're trying to go just a little extra, and you don't want that seam in there. It's worth it.
Yes.
Yep. So
cool. What do you say, boys? Putting a pin in this, or we got anything else?
Stick a fork in it.
We can continue this on Sunday.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you can come check us out on Sunday. Great Makers Podcast will be here.
Yep.
That's right.
And to anyone listening that is not a patron, you can slide on in and become a member. We're doing our all hands tomorrow night for our monthly Patreon call, and as Steve or Matt put on here, you can go over to supportcmp.com and pick your tier. We thank you in advance. We get some cool stuff coming.
Yeah, I'm gonna say talk about the next giveaway you guys got going on.
Yeah. We're giving away the next quarter. We'll be giving away for a Bamboo Labs printer.
So if you're not a Patreon member of the CMP podcast, go do it, because you could win some cool stuff.
Yep, and I will put a small disclaimer under that. That's our top 2 tiers.
2 tiers. That's right.
And
I'll give you the address to give them.
U.S. only.
And you can just send it right to me.
US,
I'll hold on to it for you.
Yes.
Continental U.S. only, correct?
Correct.
Yep.
Correct.
Yes.
Yep.
Somehow the addresses got mixed up with the planes, and the actual patrons got them. So I don't know how that worked out, but you're supposed to send that stuff to me. I'll hold on to it for you, tell you how nice it is, so you can tell everybody. It's awesome.
Yeah.
We'll fix the glitch. We'll fix the glitch. Don't worry.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll see you all Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central.
Yes.
Have a good one, guys.
Have a good one, guys.
See y'all.
Laters. Bye-bye.